Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and I've had this lock for a while actually. It's a long shackle version of the Federal 90A, and I've picked a Federal 90A before, but the shorter shackle version, obviously with different bitting. And what I quite like about this particular lock is its kind of cool colour. It's hard to describe, somewhere between bronze, goldy, silver. It's just lovely. It's a really, really nice colour of lock, and it's got quite nice bitting as well. Nothing extraordinary, but a bit tricky, very low, somewhere in the middle. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pin lock, some very highs at the front, which means that I normally would tension this using a pry bar at the front, but these pins here, because they need to be set so high, I keep knocking out my pry bar, so I've had to change my tensioning strategy, shall we say. Anyway, it works particularly nicely, and you can see down hopefully into the lock. If I turn the contrast up there, it's got a screw in there, so yeah, not a bad thing altogether. Okay, so how are we going to pick this lock? Well, I'm going to be picking it by tensioning really close to the camera here. So tensioning by putting a very thin tension tool down here, so that I can tension here at an angle without jamming the, you can see this still moves, jamming the core against the body of the lock, I guess. Okay, let's have a go at picking this. Hopefully you can see down inside. Very light tension going across the pins. Okay, 6, click, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click again, 6, 5, 4, 3. Double click on 2. Now 1 needs setting. Good click and a bit counter rotation. Going along now. Counter rotation on 3. Little set. 2 now. Set and an open. Wow, that was that was embarrassingly quick. This okay. Let you into a little secret. I've not picked a serrated pin for so long that I've just been sat with this lock basically all week, just picking it, and you see it's brand new as well. Look, it's got grease all over it. It's yuck. But yeah, I was doing picking this in my hand, so I didn't mean it to pick that quickly. Actually, it's the fastest I really picked it, but it's actually a tricky lock, and the reason why I actually did anything with it at all was because, like I said, I hadn't picked serrated pins for ages. I was losing the touch, frankly. I've been picking all sorts of other locks, but nothing with serrated pins. I think the moral of the story is, if there is one, keep your practice up and pick a range of locks. Otherwise, you'll end up like me and having to relearn simple things like picking American clones. Okay, so let's get in here. Oh, I had a Loctite over that screw. It's the first time I've actually opened this one. I've never gone to this one before, but yeah, it's greasy. Yeah. Yuck. How do we get into this? Hopefully it's relatively easy, this one. So I should never be allowed to gut a lock. I just shouldn't be allowed to. Gutting locks is just not what I'm built for, clearly. Okay, so I think we can get into this if we're careful. So I'll put a tension tool there to trap that pin. There we go, and then hold that in. Yep, should work. Got it. Oh, that's sprung all over the place. Okay, so phew, got there. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Throw that in there. Move those out of the way. Throw those in there. Get my follower. Get the key. Get my tweezers. Do I really have to cut these locks? I'm not so convinced. Do you care what's inside? Do I care? Does anybody care? Okay, let's have a look. Pin 1, standard, very short as well. 2, standard, very short. Pin 1 was a steel anti-drill pin though. 3, standard. 4, serrated. 5, serrated. And 6, standard. Interesting. I guess what we end up with there is where the pins are long enough, they're serrated, very much like an American lock. But where they're very, very high cut pins, then they're very short and they don't have room for serrations. Actually, there's always room for serrations. They just don't do it, do they? Okay, so then driver pin 1 is standard and steel anti-drill. 2 spool, 3 spool, very cute little spools. Oh, there is. I'm practicing picking a lock with serrations, and there's no serrations in it. I really should have done my research first, but there you go. They felt like serrations. Maybe it's because of how low they were in the lock, which meant that when they were sat on the core, they only had to be clicked up a little bit. But there you go. Okay, so not too hard a lock. Here I am practicing serrated pins, and it's no serrated pins to be found, just some cute little spools, and the serrations are all on the key pin. So yeah, some serrations, but only if you overset. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, well there you go. Shows that you can never tell what's really inside a lock until you open it up, so maybe it was worth doing the gutting after all. Hope you found that interesting. Nice 6-pin lock. I actually would very, very much recommend the Federal 90A as a counterpart to the American 1100 series, purely because they are a different and fun pick. Federal do particularly good cores with good precision, and they're not immediately easy picks, so definitely give these a go. Would I rate it as harder pick than the American lock? No. I think the serrated spools on the American locks are a tiny bit harder, truth be known, but only if you get one of the American locks and you pin it to 6 pins. That's really nice. Alright, anyway, hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you next time.